Hello? Okay, it's working. Cool. So Dottie and Sage know that yes means food is coming, a reward. So you'll just, when I bring them out, you'll see me like using that word, and then it's super helpful whenever you continue the training moving forward. So with the focus and attention, it really is just like saying their name and rewarding them for looking at you. You can do that as much as you want, because the more you practice that, the more they're just going to be more attentive to you in general, and just it'll set them up for success with the rest of everything else. The loose leash walking, they already, I noticed, kind of understand, like, so with the loose leash walking, the way we teach it, we teach them to recognize when there's tension on the leash and to fix it themselves. And they seem to kind of already understand that concept.
We haven't been good with leash walking, so
right.
I'm glad they got it quickly.
And I'll show you how we some handling techniques to help guide them to where they're continuing to learn, like, oh, if I feel leash tension, then I need to look the other way versus lunging, that sort of thing. Yes. I'll show you how we do that. Okay. And they got really good with that. I always like to start their training sessions with a little loose leash walking exercise, just to kind of get some energy out before we start doing everything else. Because one thing I did notice with them, they're a lot better now, but at first they really like to be together. So if we separated them, they have all this like anxious energy. It's hard to get them to focus on the training. So I would try to give them like a fun, independent outlet. So we'd go out in the parking lot or around the building, go for a little walk, so that way they can kind of release some of that anxiety from being away from their sister. Yes. So we would always start with a little exercise with that, and then just depending on where we wanted to work for the day, we would start practicing all the other basic commands and all that. So we have recall, which is like come when called. I don't know if you had a word you used previously, but we were using here. And you can use whatever.
For recall, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come.
Yeah. So you can do whatever word you want.
I like here.
Okay. So we focus on that one as well. Sit and down, which I already knew. We add an implied stay.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're not great at staying.
Right. Okay. And I noticed that a little bit. So that's where the duration was we were working a lot on that. And then the place is we use the cot, and we'll give you a cot to go home today too. And it's basically like we tell them place and just point. And the command, I guess, is they can't leave the cot. So they can sit, they can lay down, they can do whatever, as long as they're on the cot.
I've noticed that's like a new thing too. The yes and the place seem to be, and I like that. I like those. Okay,
yeah, and that one's nice because it's like, it gives them something to do that's almost calming. It's like they're not running around doing something. It's like sometimes when dogs don't know what to do with themselves, you can just say, hey, go to your place. And then they can settle there. You can use it if you really build it up. If you have guests coming over, you can kind of condition them to go to their place when guests come over. If you're eating dinner, you don't want them begging, you can kind of condition the place. And we'll teach you how to do that too. Okay. And for the follow-up session, we can always work on that as well.
Good.
So
those are some important things. And I see door manners, same type of concept.
Yep. So the door manners, a few things with that. And I know whenever your husband dropped off, he mentioned one of the big things was the overexcitement when y'all return home. So I'll walk through some things for managing that. And then door manners in general too is when we open the door, they're not bolting. And I'll demonstrate that as well. But we always would practice at each doorway, kind of putting our body in front. You can ask for a sit. Open the door slowly. If they get up, reset, that sort of thing. And I'll demonstrate it. But we kind of started the foundations of that here, and building consistency with it will help them in general with just like excitement levels and manners and all that.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, so the 3 Ds, duration, duration is how long can they hold the sit, down, place. Distance is how far away can I walk while they're still holding it. And then distraction is what else is going on in the environment that might be pulling them away from. Like say a kid's kicking a ball over there, they're going to want to get up and leave and go chase the ball. So the way that we set them up for success is we try to start with one at a time. So kind of like subjects in school. Okay. You go to like English class and then math class and then science. But you don't do all three at once because you kind of have to like break it down. And you'll notice as we go along, it's like everything's kind of just broken down to baby steps, and then you slowly get to the ideal picture of what you want.
I can't remember if it was you in the video or someone else, but I noticed they walk to a door and then come back, at least with Dottie.
Yep.
And so was it distance that you're starting
Yes, distance. So that's distance, and then the door is also like distraction, because if you touch the doorknob, then they're like, ooh, what are you doing over there?
Where are you going?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And that one, especially for Dottie, will be helpful. And I do want to, when she's in here with us, kind of show an exercise for helping her with some of her separation, and not anxiety, but stress. Because I've noticed she tends to, when she would see, so they'd be playing in the yard or playing in here, I'd come through, and same thing with Liv. As soon as she saw us, screaming, so excited to see us. So I imagine it's similar at home.
Oh
yeah.
My gosh,
yeah.
Yes. Which,
so,
there's a part of me, that loves it.
Right.
And there's another part of me that's like, you can't do that with everyone who walks through the door.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's something we picked up on, and we're going to go over to how to help manage it and keep her on a path to success for slowly kind of eliminating that habit.
Yes.
So, which can be hard to do, but that brings me to settling and promoting calm. So for Dottie especially, I would notice, like, say I'd be talking like to Travis or another trainer. Anytime I wasn't engaging with her, she'd start pacing or panting or whining. She wouldn't really know what to do with herself. So what we would do is grab the leash and just have her lay down, and then she'd finally realize, oh, I can just lay here and calm down.
I was told what to do. So.
Yeah, instead of just kind of wandering and building up more energy on her own, we kind of tell her, limit her, freedom to wander around, but give her clear direction of like, we're just sitting here till you calm down, and then when she calmed down, then you can very calmly praise. She loves affection, I've noticed.
Oh,
she loves to be pet, so that kind of plays into this overexcitement. I'll explain the 1 to 10 scale. So say 1 is she's like about to fall asleep as far as energy level. And 10 is she's jumping, nipping, barking, squealing. So we want to keep her, especially inside, at most like a 5. So how we help promote that is anytime you notice her start to amp up, we have to keep ourselves calm and do not give any attention to what she's doing. So basically, like, what gets attention gets repeated. So say she's whining, our inclination a lot of the time can be like, hey, it's okay, or stop, or they don't know what you're saying, but you're giving attention either way.
Rewarding.
Yep. So we want to remove our attention when she's getting too excited. And then when she does calm down, when we praise, we want to calmly level 1 praise, because a lot of time the dog will calm down, and we like that, so we want to reward. Yes. But sometimes if okay, good job, then they're up again, and they're like, let's go. Yeah. So some dogs, if you have like a working dog, you want to praise with a 10 level excitement because you want them to go, go, go. But if you have, a pet you want to be a calm pet in the home, you want to praise with like a calmer sort of. Okay. Yeah. So that's specifically with the overexcitement, and that she kind of gets herself worked up specifically. I mean, they both have some excitable tendencies, but I just noticed that Dottie's was more connected to like separation and more like stress. Sage was more easy to focus at the task at hand. So that's something I picked up on. And then anytime you can work with them separately will be helpful for their confidence.
Yes. Which is funny, at home they're fine being apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did take them a little bit to warm up here in general, like what's going on, where am I?
They've never done stuff like that.
Right. So it was good for them to get out, and they had fun with the other dogs. Sage, especially playful.
Sage what?
She's especially like interactive.
Yeah.
Dottie had fun doing whatever. They were both, we call blue collar, so not blue collar, but like Blue collars, meaning they get along with everyone pretty much. You don't really have to worry. So
Yeah.
they had a lot of good time.
Like play, like wrestle with dogs? Because they do that with
Sage.
each other and other dogs.
Sage more so.
Okay.
Dottie would keep to herself a little bit more, but Sage was more interactive with everyone else. But they would run on these things, run around, have fun, all that. So.
Oh, I never saw them on video going
Yeah.
over those. That's really cute. Okay.
Sage especially.
We'll have to build some stuff.
Yeah. And then, so one thing with them, I don't know what your feeding routine is like at home, but we tend to, with the board and trains, use their regular kibble meal as training rewards.
Yeah.
They, depending on the day, we're about maybe 50-50 if they wanted the food as a reward.
That's not their top dollar,
Yeah.
item. Yeah.
So sometimes dogs start out, okay, they're a little anxious, it'll take them a little bit. They never really got super excited for the kibble, so we would use treats and stuff like that, and of course we would make sure they're getting fed. But what is your feeding routine like at home?
So in the morning, usually around 7, they eat and they get the dry kibble, and then we put a little, like a tablespoon or so of wet on top. And that started because of a house sitter that we had. He's a great house sitter, but the last time he house sat, I don't know what happened, but something was off, and they stopped eating their food, and it just caused a lot of stress. And so we added in just a little bit of that.
To help entice them to eat their food.
Just entice them to eat it, and that's worked great.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and then at night,
Yeah.
same thing.
And they usually just eat it. Yeah.
Eat it, yeah.
Whenever they would be fed, like on the weekends, we don't really train. We don't train, but the back of house, like the staff will feed them, and they would eat it quickly. But when we're training and they're out and about, they weren't so interested.
The kibble is not the high reward food.
So they both like praise and affection, so I'd reward with that. And then they would sometimes eat the kibble. I'd continually offer it and see.
Or maybe mix it in with some, training treats.
Yeah, exactly. We have like this jerky, so I'm ripping it up right now actually, so I can, for our little demo, have some stuff for them. But the jerky is just like 100% beef jerky that we have here. So I've been using that. Any other questions before I grab Dottie, and I'll walk you over like how we should do the intro. But
you definitely need to do that, because I miss them. It's been a while, so I'm like, but I want to do it correctly and stuff. And so step me through that. Also, before I leave, I want to know like what's next as far as, should I get them in class with other dogs? Should we mix it up with, because I can do both, obviously different times. But should I do that? Should we mix it with some class? And things like that. Yeah, we can go ahead and kind of discuss that, because it was something I wanted to talk about as well. We think something that would be really helpful for them is if they could come back on their, like, individually. So they've been sharing a cabin, but they're trained individually. But we think it would be helpful for them to come on their own, one at a time. You could do a 1-week board and train. Because like Dottie does a week, and then Sage does another week. Okay. And do you think that's important as opposed to like just daycare with training? Or
So one of the things with the 2-week board and train, a lot of the time the first week is them getting acclimated. Yeah, we work with them and stuff, get to know them, know how they train the best. But that first week for most dogs is like acclimating as well. So whenever it's 2 weeks, it's not quite as much training time as could advance them further. So that's up to you. If you want to, whenever you bring them home, you think they're pretty good, you have a follow-up session that's included as well. And you think you got it handled, and they're, all of that, then you can bring them back for daycare, and you can add training to it.
To daycare,
without
having them
to board.
Yep. Also just saving money.
Yeah, they call it like day training.
But they still get
the day
training
camp.
plus camp plus some quiet time.
Yep. Yeah, so the whole, you did like the tour and saw how we do the rotations. Yeah. So they are just included in the rotations for day camp. And then the trainer, we would work with them. One, we'll use some of the, if you bring your own treats, we'll use those treats, and then we'll train them for like a session and kind of just like keep up. And if you have anything specifically you're wanting to work on, just let us know and we'll focus on that.
I definitely want them to go forward, and I'd like to use them both for things.
Yeah,
and so,
definitely.
It's time, you know, that they're worked on just in general for home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think with Dottie, so I'll go over the rules. So this will apply to when you come home from work too, or whatever it is. So this is the most excited they're going to be for a long time. So it'll be the ultimate challenge, and that's okay. So we're setting our expectations for that. But whenever you interact with them, like come home or meet them, don't look at them, don't talk to them, don't touch them until they reach a certain level of calm. So when you're coming home from work, and I'll show you this too, whatever you are expecting of them, so all four on the floor is usually ideal, not too much vocalizing. You can baby step your way to getting them to be at instead of a 10, at least a 5 or below, and then calmly.
You'll have to show me what a 5 or below would look like too, because I can tell you at home at least, Dottie is ears back, running down the hall with glee, and then she starts vocalizing, it's like that, and then it's the
climb, it's a whole thing.
And then the flopping on the back, and then more climbing and vocalizing. It's pretty high level.
Yeah.
And Sage will she has to be in her crate. She'll bust out of the crate and like run past us just excited. Goes to the bathroom, but then immediately turns around and jumps on us.
So she's in the crate when you come home, but Dottie's free roaming?
Dottie's
free
roaming.
Gotcha. Does she struggle in the crate, Dottie?
She was in her crate the first like 2.5 years, and then she just got good where she didn't do anything bad when she was out, so we just left her out.
Okay, so I'll just bring her, I'm gonna take Dottie out, there's a yard right here. I'm gonna let her potty. You can just sit here, you could stand, that way she's not in your lap. Sometimes we offer people can get on the ground, whatever, but that's a whole lot. But you can stand, I'll let her in, I'll have her on a leash, but I'm gonna drop it, and the reason I'm doing that is I don't want her to practice pulling on the leash. I'm gonna drop it, she's gonna freak out.
She'll probably stop at first and look at me and maybe bark.
And be like, who are you?
Right, and then when she realizes but you want me to not, I'll just keep talking to you?
Yeah, just ignore her, and I'll tell you when, like, okay, you can calmly say hi or like pet and that sort of thing. But we'll kind of play it by ear too, because I don't know what she
This one's gonna be hard for me too.
Yeah,
just because
I know,
I'm excited
you missed her,
to
I know.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is like, what gets attention gets repeated. So we're just gonna start good habits now, all of that. So I'll go grab her and I'll quickly glow out there. She probably won't notice you at first. Maybe she will, actually, who knows. But we're gonna go out here and try and get her to potty, and then I'll just drop the leash. Yeah, that works. Is that Bean? I'm grabbing Dottie. Oh, thank you. Cool. Who's doing that, Bean? Is it girl? Is it girl? Let's go potty. Come on. Good girl. You want to? Good girl. No? Okay. Come on then. Wait. Okay, free. Go ahead. Yeah, nothing. Unless she's being calm. But let her take a beat.
But it might take a minute.
Yeah, once she realizes.
Rev up.
Yeah.
As I'm getting twisted here.
Good girl. Yeah, this is good. She's not screaming yet. Let's see. She's not going to care about that at all.
She also does a lot of demand barking.
Yes. Yeah.
She'll sit by the treat jars and just.
So this is probably a 7 or 8, I would say.
Okay. That's pretty good, though, that she
Yeah.
walked away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little.
And this is good that you're not giving this attention.
Yeah. That's why
Yes.
I put my hands in here, because it's so hard for me not to. And it's so hard for me not to be like, no, or cry. 'Cause
Okay.
like you said,
So I'll demonstrate what a 1 is. Good, back of the hand. Good girl. A praise out of 1. Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get her calm again real quick. Okay, go ahead.
Good girl. Oh my God, I love your haircut, Dottie.
She got her back today. Good. She did good, apparently. So with that, yep, that's perfect. So this is probably a 5. Good. So, there we go. That's good. Dottie. Down. Good. Good. And rewarding her on the ground is always a kind of like a cheat code for being able to pet her without her jumping up.
Yes.
Because she's focusing on the ground versus up. Good job.
I know this is a little one step
Go
forward.
ahead.
Good
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
But when it's both of them and somebody of high value comes in,
Yeah.
either my husband or like my best friend, they're obsessed with her.
Yep.
And they act towards her just the same as us. Should I? Well, you can tell me.
Well, no, we can go ahead and address that because it kind of relates. You would want to start with them in a completely separate area.
Okay.
So whether it's in the backyard or a bedroom or something where the people are coming
get
in.
to like this.
So yes, the person's coming in and they're not being immediately bombarded because it's not fun for anyone really. So.
But then once the next dog comes in, it'll rev up.
Yeah, and I would recommend starting with them on leashes too, so you can have some control. So basically say I'm the guest, I come in, the dogs aren't even in the house or they're in a separate room. And then whenever it's time to meet them, I would recommend, let me demonstrate something. I'll go ahead and start with one of these exercises because I think if we just start with the most important things first and then I'll touch on like the obedience stuff. But one of the things I was doing with her today, Dottie, she's not gonna care about me. Are you? Good. Sit. So, this is an exercise you can do when you're coming home. Actually, I'm gonna have you come over here. I'm gonna grab her leash for just a second. And you can go on the other side.
Just go in here, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to practice
we'll just
coming
kinda
through the door, basically.
Basically, yeah. And so.
Like if I'm you, you're saying. And
Yep.
I'm the best friend coming in or something.
Yeah, or even yourself come home from work. So I would have her, Dottie, here. Good. And then you can go ahead and open. Good. Good.
So have treats ready.
Yeah, to start, to build the habits of food is on the ground, or something good is on the ground versus up. Good girl. But here's the thing. And I'll run through a different scenario with this too. So whenever people are home, or whenever your guests come over, we say about 10 minutes, ignore them. So that way they can just
settle.
Yeah.
I mean, like with my friend, just like with Jason and I, they are all over us, her.
Yeah.
And so I was like, just, okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes, just completely ignore. Start with them in a different room, though, too, so that way they're not just like, boom, crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yes.
And then have them on leash, so that way if they do start going absolutely crazy, sometimes you can put them back in the other room, because it just depends on their energy level.
Okay. There's a lot of consistency.
It is, and patience.
Patience, yes.
Yeah, and just realizing, like, sometimes it's hard to see day by day, but, like, oh, compared to 2 weeks ago, this is so much better. Because it really is like slow is fast type of thing.
Yes. Well, it just makes me mad too, because, I had her first, and I had time to do it, but I was so busy with other things.
Yeah.
I just didn't do it. And
yeah. So I wanted to try and demonstrate. Basically, what I was doing this morning is I was leaving behind that door.
Okay.
And I would open it. She'd start scream. I'd shut it and go back. Yeah, so it's going to be like, well, how about you come with me?
Okay.
And I'll show you. That way, I like to do a demo. That way it's like more easy to understand than explaining.
Yeah. Nope, I'm all for demo.
So right now, she's probably at like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, but
she's perked up, but
alert.
she's not
She
jumping.
knows something's about to happen.
Good girl. Okay. Anyway, so let's pretend that you're leaving for work. What you want to do with any sort of separation, excitement, all that stress, make every time you leave the house boring and every time you come home boring. So no goodbye, I'll miss you, anything like that.
Okay.
Just leave. So we'll pretend like we're just leaving. And this is a little staff room.
Okay. Do I close it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll set her up for success. She's only separated from us for like 5-10 seconds.
Okay. Just the duration.
Yep.
And distance.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so she's not vocalizing. This is pretty good. I'm going to unlatch it. And we did a little bit of this morning. Doing good, so you can follow me in.
Okay.
Good.
Good girl.
Good. That's actually way better than she was this morning. Maybe the bath tired her out. Good job. Okay.
And this is the
I
first
got
time
too
getting,
excited there.
Groomed.
Okay, so say you're coming home.
Okay.
Continue, even though she's doing great, let's continue to ignore her because we want her to realize it's boring.
Switch the
Yeah.
So
I wanted with that exercise to demonstrate, but I'll just explain it. If she were to whine and cry, you would shut the door. So say this is the threshold of the door, and she knows you're home, and she's already like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." You're gonna wait until you hear like 2 seconds of silence, and then open. And if she cries again, shut.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while, and you might want to practice this when you actually don't have to like be anywhere or in a hurry.
Yes.
So practice it when it's not a real world scenario, just so you can have the time and patience. But basically, there's the threshold of the door's shut, pretend like you're leaving, come back, open. If she cries, shut. And you can start with 2 seconds of silence, and then 3 seconds, and then 4, and you open. But if so say you open the door, any point she starts getting worked up again, you shut it. So you're basically teaching her
Just
like,
teaching her. No, that's
yeah.
not okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I sit down, she's going to jump. Or just start scratching on my lap.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
You're totally fine.
I am a mess. I'm not contagious anymore. I've had
You're
this
fine.
for like 2 weeks. But same principle. You just.
Oh, so if you were to sit down and then she jumps up, what I usually do is I start either with this,
Okay.
blocking access to my hands. If they're still going, I'll just stand up.
Okay.
Sometimes some dogs will just continue. Then I leave the room and shut the door behind me. So she physically has no access to me. So it's essentially everything we don't want, we remove attention or ignore.
Okay.
Everything we do want, we give attention to. So say you see her laying down being calm, you can always very calmly reward her for that or say, good girl. Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah, good job, Dottie.
I love how she's looking to you too.
I'm surprised, honestly. That's perfect, yes. That's perfect, good job. So this, I would say, is a 2 or 3.
That's excellent for her.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Stay calm. Good girl. Good. So she still seems a little worked up, though, like the panting when she hasn't been working out. That's something.
Yes.
Working out, whatever, running.
Training.
Yeah.
Playing.
Exerting herself. The panting can be some stress. But you see what I mean by she doesn't really know exactly what to do with herself sometimes if you're not giving her something to do.
And then I'm acting different, too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Normally, after a vacation, I would be like, this is exciting.
I know. It's the hardest thing for people to ignore their dog, but it's what their dog needs to lower their stress because even though you're excited.
Put it that way, that it's
Yeah,
stress. I mean,
it is, yeah.
But
It's stress,
stress,
a form of stress, yeah. So when you leave, it's boring. When you come home, it's boring for at least 10 minutes.
okay.
Then whenever she's calm, like 3 or below, you can offer some calm praise reward. Are you like hungry right now? Would you even eat your kibbles? Oh wait, no, I put it all back. We'll just do rewards. So the place is a helpful tool for giving her something to do that's calm. So place, you point, all 4, yes. All four paws are on it, then I would say yes to let her know. So this is the place. This right here would be some duration. She's holding it, and I'm periodically giving her tiny little pieces.
Okay.
When you're training with treats, it's important to kind of keep a track of like how much you're giving and cutting back their dinner. That way they're not getting too many calories. So if you have like this many treats, that's probably like this much kibble. You know what I mean?
Especially for,
Yeah, so just keep track of that. We did do frequent weigh-ins with her. I don't remember her weight, but I wrote it down just to see how their weight is maintaining because they're not eating as much as they would at home when they're here, just because a lot going on. Yes, so the distance, you start with a few small steps back. Yes, and then add a few more. And if you ever go a little too fast, she'll get off prematurely.
And then you just start over.
Start over, and so if she got off the cot at 5 steps back, go back to 4 steps. And just reinforce the 4. Okay. And you can incrementally like turn your back, kind of slowly up the challenge. Good. And then sometimes I can tell her like maybe getting antsy. So we have a release word. We use free.
Okay.
And that means, okay, you're good. You can leave whenever you want. Okay. So I like to give them that word before they choose to get off on their own. Because then they kind of understand, like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. But so I'd be like, free. Good. She's a smarty. Good. So that's the place and the way to make it super rewarding at home. You can have it by the couch, whatever. Maybe you're watching TV, have a handful of treats, have her go to her place, and then every once in a while, just like, as you're watching TV, just like drop a few there. Just drop some down, and they'll realize like, oh, this is a super rewarding place to be. I like it. So, and then you can start applying it to slowly introducing the more distracting things, like maybe we're eating dinner at the table or something. So, or like
they've gotten better where they'll sit and just watch us
free
instead of like climbing on us and barking. Our older dog continues, but she's like quite old and stuff. So is she, and so, but they've gotten pretty good, but I still want them to be way calm.
Yes, so you would give them somewhere else to be and make it rewarding wherever they are. So the table's rewarding because sometimes we drop food.
Yes. Okay.
So if sometimes food drops here, that's rewarding as well. You're so good girl, you like the cot? And you can take this one home with you.
Okay.
Good girl.
Should I get a second one though, so they each have a place?
Yeah, let me see how they want to do that. I'm not good with what's included in the
I didn't even
the
know
board and trains.
So good girl.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're gonna get 1 cot, a treat pouch, and 2 leashes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And you could also use a bed or something. The cot is nice because it's elevated, but the same principle of place, you can apply it to a lot of things.
Anything.
Yeah, typically if there's like a height difference or a texture difference, they'll recognize if you point and say place, they're like, oh, where, that thing.
Okay.
So yeah, free.
She loves
Good girl. You sit? Yes. She is a lot calmer right now than she's been almost this whole time, which is maybe the bath in here.
Yeah.
It's always so interesting when
Yes.
when the owners come.
And
Oh,
seeing them at home.
maybe the stress of being away from you was causing her to be like,
Well, no, she can get pretty
yeah.
ramped up. I mean, she probably did her.
Yeah.
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 No, she's actually fairly calm at
Mm-hmm.
home, like for the most part, except when we come
Good.
in.
She's really like outside, very calm, well-mannered on the leash, and that's great. And even like we would work in the retail space, the lobby area, people walking by, she might notice, and then she'd be, a lot of dogs are like pulling, what is that? Sage would do that a little more than Dottie would.
She was more interested.
Than the other people,
And
but
then
yeah.
Can you show me the loose leash?
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, if you have an order or something.
Nope, that's perfect.
That just made me think of it. I was like, oh, I want
Yes,
to see
there's
how-
no order really, but I just want to make sure I hit everything. That's why
Do you
it's helpful to
start
write it.
with a comma, a heel, or anything?
You would want to start with the focus and attention.
So
So,
her name.
yep. Dottie. See here. Yes. So she turned her head. You say yes and give her the treat. With the loose leash walking, we like to tell people to start inside with the exercises, so that distraction part is not there. So start inside. You can use treat rewards. I ended up not using treat rewards just because they weren't super into them. She is right now. But I'll show you what the motions look like and how to do it with the treat rewards. Well, I'll do it without the treats and then with. Okay. So you can have whatever side you like. We've been practicing on the left side.
With her being on the left. That's how I'm used to
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so that's how we've been practicing.
Isn't that like the proper?
I think for like obedience, if you were ever to do
Oh, okay.
some sort of competition, they do it on the left.
Not planning out? Yeah.
So there's that.
But, okay.
I have my dog on the right just because a lot of time when we're walking, other people will pass on the left.
Good girl.
Oh, look at that. And her's a good girl.
She's a good baby.
Yeah.
Good baby. She's like, Mommy, is this what you
Yeah, she would do that with us too. And I was like, oh, what a
loves to
cutie.
flop? So,
That's perfect. Dottie. Okay, so with loose leash, the idea is that there's a U or a J, whatever, in the leash when you're walking. So so you'd start with her by your side, you start walking. Anytime you think she's about to reach the end of the leash where it's tight, I like to turn 180 degrees the other way.
okay.
And with determination, I'll give her a heads up that I'm turning by saying her name. That way I'm not just like turning and she's like,
Setting her up for success.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say her name, but I'm not gonna wait for her. Like if she stops, I'm just gonna keep going. She has to catch up. So I'll show you. Dottie, I'll say, let's go. We'll start walking. She's actually really, really good at it, but come on. Good. Dottie. Yes, good. And then I mark as soon as the leash is loose again, I'll say yes.
Okay.
So, Dottie, yes, let's go. And sometimes walking faster just helps them in general. Dottie, good. Oh, she might be thirsty. We can stop by the water bowl. So you practice this inside, going back and forth. Dottie, yes, good, yes. So we would do this outside to kind of get her wheels turning and get some energy out before we did the rest of the stuff. If she lags behind, you can speed up. And if she gets ahead of you, you can turn the other way. Or you can stop and be like a post in the ground. You're not going to yank back, but you're going to stop and wait for her to correct herself.
Yes.
As soon as she loosens it on her own, you say yes. And then,
Reward.
yep. So with the rewards, you always want to reward at your side. Let's go. Yes. So I can reward her for being good too. She doesn't have to make a mistake for us to reward her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dottie, yes, good. reward at the side, and just mark as soon as she releases the tension. Good. You can be random with it. Yes, but she's naturally pretty good at staying by your side, which is great. But when you move outside, it's going to be more challenging. So just remember that.
More distractions.
And she might not take the food rewards when she's outside. So that's why it's nice to just kind of understand the motions of like.
Yeah, practice in a familiar area.
Yep. But she might take them from you. Do you want to practice that?
Yes,
Okay.
I would love to, because it's sadly been so long.
Yeah.
I know, Mommy's I have a pouch.
Nice. I'm trying to find.
Or I'll just put it in my.
However you want to. Half the challenge is like kind of juggling, like the leash, the treats, all that.
Yes, exactly.
So, and these are they're not distinct like
Exactly.
forms, but there you go.
Okay.
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 And if I know something, I'll just give you some advice.
Dottie, let's go.
And just watch where you're stepping, because there's lots of random obstacles. I've tripped on things before, like walking backwards and doing weird stuff.
Yes. Dottie, yes. Good.
Good job.
Let's go get some water. Let's go.
Yeah. And you can say free and point to the water.
Free?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
Just so.
Thirsty.
Oh, you're a good girl.
Dottie, let's go. Yes. Good.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
Mommy, yeah.
Uh-huh. Good. Nice.
Yes, Dottie.
Uh-huh.
So good. Let me try this. Dottie, place. Good girl.
Oh, smarty.
Drop the leash then?
Yeah, you can. Good.
Good girl.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they learn that you can spin too. I know you love to spin.
I did. She just did it one day, and I was like, "Oh, you like that?"
She at home,
Mm-hmm.
she'll spin before she gets her food. She decided that she noticed Sage would always want to kiss, and she would wait until we released her, and Dottie never wanted to wait. So
Yeah.
now what do I try?
You can free her,
Free.
and then sometimes they just stay there. You can try down. We haven't shown that, but
Okay, Dottie down.
you can do the same. Like,
Stay.
mm-hmm.
Is that what you do? Is just stay?
We don't even say stay, but if you want to add the stay, you can. We did the implied,
Oh.
and then you can take a few steps back. A lot of the reason we did the implied is because people sometimes have a habit of doing stay, 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 and it just wears it out.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good. A big challenge for her is walking behind her. So if you ever want to work up to that,
Okay.
you can walk to her side, mark and reward,
Yeah.
and slowly work your way around her. That could be a challenge for the.
Okay. For the coming.
Yeah, she might do it now, but if she messes up, that's okay. We can just reset her.
Well, and that's a good thing for me to see.
Yep. So you can do that. So then there, you just put her back into the down.
Okay. Dottie down. Down. Dottie stay. Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then you could go right there. Good.
Yes.
And sometimes even if you're trying to work around, you can stay closer to her. Reward. Yes, reward. And then back.
Okay.
Oh, you're good. You're down. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Here's the last.
Good job. Free.
You're free. Okay.
Yeah, you're free.
I usually say okay at home.
Okay
so
is
now
good
they're
too.
Like, free, okay.
You can, they'll learn whatever.
Yes.
So
But
you
if
can change it back if you want.
Using free, I want
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, true.
In my
We
head,
do
too.
use free here. That's true.
Okay.
So we've touched on, so with the focus and attention, I'll just go back to that. I always like to start every training session with that.
Okay, start with the focus and attention, then the loose leash walking.
Yeah, that's typically how we would do it. Just
and
get her
then
energy
work
up.
on the sit down or place, things like that.
Yep. Yeah, kind of as you want to work through them. You can keep it fun. If she seems disinterested, you can end the session because we want her to always be successful. But before you end it, you can end it with something fun and easy, which for her is spin. And then you reward her, and then come back, do another session later.
Okay, like 10, 15-minute type session?
Oh, how long? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It can be anywhere from like 5 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
It kind of depends on their level of enthusiasm, interest, and your level of like patience, frustration. So just kind of keeping a pulse on like how you're both feeling.
Okay.
And if at any point one of you seems to be like disinterested, stressed, anything, just do something fun, reward, and then end it right there.
Okay.
And then come back.
So like say I'm home, I have Dottie, and I have my other dog Domino, and I also have 2 cats. Should I put everybody away if I'm working with her inside?
Yeah, I would do that, especially to start, especially with her kind of separation sort of stresses and things. It'll be super helpful for her to train independently of everyone else.
She's not, like I said, she's not stressed being away from Sage
Yeah,
at home.
yeah.
But,
And she made huge improvements in the 2 weeks from the starting, so.
okay, I will talk to my husband. He's gone this weekend, but I would like to continue.
Yes,
with
yes.
all this, and so I like the idea of the day work.
Yep.
And then
And
each of them, like
you
said,
could
maybe
bring,
trading off by week or by day. Or
yeah, you could bring one at a time, like Dottie goes to daycare today and then Sage goes tomorrow. Is that what you're talking about with the day camp training?
Yeah, whatever.
I think that would be helpful for them to have some independence, fun, and of course we can keep you updated on how they're doing by themselves. But
and then,
yeah,
and once they get some of these basics down, then maybe we could move forward with some other thing. Or I guess this, in a way, it's all part of Canine Good Citizen training. It's just longer duration, longer distance.
Her biggest challenge with the CGC is going to be separation from handler. So there's a portion where they have to like not whine. So, but you can build up to that, and you can do that.
Build confidence then.
Yep.
That it's not like we're going to disappear.
Yep.
You walk behind a door or something.
And we can do some more with that too during the follow-up if you like. But it really, if you want to start at home, it really is like slowly building up separation. Like I'm in another room for 5 seconds. No whining, here's a reward.
Yes.
10 seconds, no whining, here's a reward. That sort of thing. But that will probably be her biggest challenge with the CGC. Everything else, she can walk by another dog, no problem. She can do her commands, loose leash, all of that, receive pets from a stranger. Handling, she did well for the grooming.
Yeah, she hates it, but
she allowed the nail trim really easily. She didn't like the Dremel is what they told me. The groomer also mentioned that her ears, they think she might need to go to the vet for her ears.
So this is a new thing that has just started.
Really?
It started.
They wanted me to let you know, so.
Thank you. It started in like June.
Okay.
Where she got like an ear infection.
Mm-hmm.
And yay, Dottie, you and me. And then it went away.
Okay.
But then a few months later, then she got another one. And so she's sadly becoming a little more prone to them.
Yeah.
And so thank you though for.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
will take her in for sure. But
They noticed some
she
like
started,
flaking and
with, like, a real
redness.
sensitive stomach, and then we seem to have solved that with the food that she's on. But now it's the ears. Okay.
And
Am I
yes,
taking too much time?
I don't think so. I don't know how much time you have.
I have.
Okay, we allotted 2 hours.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll
had
take that whole time, but because there's 2 dogs.
Yes. I
Yeah.
had no idea how much time.
Good girl. So you see how she's still kind of whining. She doesn't know what to do with herself. So what we would, after we would walk around, do other things, set her up for success by like letting her potty, letting her drink water, get some energy out. Then we would practice a settling sort of exercise, I guess you could call it. So I'd have her.
Always end with.
We started doing that once I realized like it would be helpful for her.
But she just doesn't know what to do.
A little bit.
Not
And she might be different at home, but if you start to train with her out in public, it's important to keep in mind she might display some of these behaviors. So she doesn't know what to do, so we're gonna have a shorter leash and just, good girl. Kind of a little bit of, yeah, a little. And this is the perfect settle position with one hip on the ground. Sometimes if they're really struggling, you can lure them into that, like ask them for a down, bring the treat to the hip there. So she's in a calm position, but we're still going to wait before we praise or anything and just kind of keep...
Until she puts herself in it.
Yeah, because she's still a little hypervigilant, whining, so she's not actually calm. So we're just going to wait it out, basically, and ignore her and keep her on a short leash. I guess I could have you do it too, but I'll just show you for now. So I'll wait it out, and it is...
I'll block the camera. I'm also...
Oh, you're okay.
Is this a...
Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
I just want her to know that
Yeah.
we're all settled.
Yeah, it could be a test of patience, but it's an important little exercise for her. So you'll just have a short... I'll just pull her a little closer. You okay? Oh, okay. I'm not trying to, like, drag her down, but give her, like stay close to me type of thing.
What is your training then, Nikki? What did you go through to?
Yeah, so I've done with a different trainer in Oklahoma City a few years ago. I did an apprenticeship with her, and she's like all rewards based, and she taught me everything of what it means to be like force free and fear free and all that. You'll hear a lot of terms in dog training, and it can get, I don't know, kind of like dogmatic and strange. Mm-hmm. But bottom line, I learned like positive reinforcement. Yes, methods, yes. And then when I started working here, which I was friends with a coworker, and she like let me know about this place. Travis uses all positive reinforcement as well.
Which is why I was looking.
The other stuff can be really, really risky for causing more behavioral issues. Mm-hmm. So, and breaking the bond between the owner and causing like harm to the dog. So try to avoid all of that.
And it works with other animals as well. Like I said,
yeah.
I clicker trained this horse because my daughter had broken collarbone. She's the horse person. Mm-hmm. And the horse is a mare, but she had a tumor that was causing her to act like a stallion.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was having to handle her at the time. And at the time, it was like everyday barn, pasture barn. And mm-hmm. It was really dangerous for me. And so I would clicker train her, and mm-hmm. we would be walking, and she's very treat motivated. Mm-hmm. And so every time she'd start to act up, I'd stop and I'd teach her something. Mm-hmm. She was so smart, she learned. But that was the only way to safely get her back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So same concept. So I mean, it works for... Look at her.
It works for people too. So now that she's at a 1, you can, if you want, reward calmly. Good girl. And just practice that. The leash just helps to communicate to her, like, just stay with me. Don't feel like you have to figure stuff out yourself.
Don't walk around and whine.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Sometimes too much space can cause stress, anxiety. You want to go see your mom? Dottie, come on. So I'll give the leash to you, and you can keep it like that short. Okay. And just kind of let her go through the motions. You can give her enough slack to lay down and all that, but that's probably a good amount of...
But I don't tell her to.
You wait it out. Sometimes if it's taking a long time, I will be like, hey, down. But sometimes I like to give them a chance to make that choice for themselves. So maybe if I were to put a timeline, if after a minute she hasn't done it herself, you could calmly ask her to down.
Dottie, sit. Dottie, good girl. Go down.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah, and then I would just ignore her until she's like...
Not paying attention to me.
Until she's like, kind of like, looks relaxed, yeah. Because she could be laying down but still be kind of worked up.
Yeah. She might be like, oh, my mama told me to do this. So.
And it'll teach her to like kind of self-soothe almost instead of looking for you for something all the time. And that'll help with the overexcitement whenever you come home and stuff too. It's like, I don't have to always be getting something from mom. I can just choose to make this decision on my own.
Yes.
And
I've
then...
always had kids that are obsessed with me. And not.
Yeah. Oh. That's pretty good, though. She's less like... She's still making noise.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then will you put her up when we do Sage? Or are we
I think I might bring Sage out.
Okay.
It's similar. I'm still going to work with Sage.
But it's the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
we haven't trained with them together. But she is typically more like locked in.
Well, I think that's a lot of nature. I think
Yeah.
it's the German Shepherd in her.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah.
Not that, she's actually primarily German short-haired pointer.
Oh, did you get her like DNA done?
Yeah,
We were
so
all wondering.
She's like 50-something% German short-haired
Oh,
pointer,
wow. I would
which
not
is-
guess a pointer.
No. And she's dwarf. And
Okay.
Her sister that was in the litter looks just like her, but she's real tall. She's a little taller than Sage, but there were 10 puppies dumped out by our farm, and I took them all in.
Oh,
and
wow.
my vet helped me and everything, and we got great homes for all of them, but she thought it was a backyard breeder because there were some purebreds in the group that had some defects, like herniated umbilicals, things like
Yeah.
that, easily fixed. They just weren't show quality. And then there were some mixes that probably the purebreds got, because there was a purebred
Yeah.
short-haired pointer, there was a purebred wire hair, there was purebred Anatolian, and then a bunch of little mixes. Like some cattle dog mixes, but so every time I see a German short-haired pointer, I'm like, that's her.
That's so
but
funny.
She looks like a Muppet.
Yeah,
So,
that is hilarious.
yeah, and
She doesn't
Sage,
act like one.
You would think Sage is primarily German Shepherd, but no, she's primarily like Stafford Shire. Yeah,
I could
and
see
then
that.
German Shepherd. And
Yeah.
then-
I love when people get the DNA done.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
love
always
it.
interesting.
But we've had German Shepherd mixes, and they're just so smart. So smart. And so willing to want. Our last dog before these three, he was German Shepherd mix, and he was our first what we call dog. The other ones were more like children.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's still just looking at me, though.
Yeah. She's a little
So
more
I'm
calm.
still just not.
Yeah. It's just a good exercise to be like, we can relax and not do anything. And of course, that's after her other needs have been met of like exercise or like potty, water, all that.
Okay.
That way she's in a place
So,
where she can
when you bring
relax.
Sage in,
Yeah,
just the same thing where I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, I think what I'll actually have you do is go outside with Dottie and let Dottie off the leash, and I'll just bring Sage out.
Okay, so let her kind of hang out alone outside. And,
You can be out there with her.
out there with her while you.
And then same thing, ignore Sage. That way they can get the potty, everything out done there.
Outside, we'll do that. Okay.
Yep,
got it.
yeah. So I'll have you outside with Dottie off leash, and then I'll get Sage and I'll bring Sage out
Good girl.
and I'll drop her leash and let her figure herself out while you ignore her, and I'll kind of troubleshoot whatever happens there. I think it'll be good though. So yeah, she's still whining. So this is good exercise. She's just dealing with her emotions. It's great. Anytime you notice her seeming calm, relaxed, you can do a light pet.
Sorry.
Or
I
if you're
went too fast.
if you're ever out in public doing this and you have your treats on you, another way to reinforce, she loves praise and affection, that's perfect. But if you want to also, say you're sitting at the park on a bench or something, and a person walks by, you can say, yes, and drop a little treat between her legs.
Okay.
Dog walks by, yes. So it's
Let's
rewarding
say
to come.
Someone wants to say hi to her. Make her.
Oh, yeah,
that all?
like polite greetings, yeah. So if someone does that on a walk, what does she typically do? Does she
get
jump up
excited.
and
She
whine and
can.
cry?
Oh, or flop on her back.
Okay. So typically for the polite greeting, I would have the dog on my side. I'll say, yeah, one moment, let me get her to sit. And I would ask her for a sit. If I have treats on me, it's a lot easier to lure her. And then when they pet, I would kind of feed, kind of how you were. You know how I was feeding?
Yes.
That way, she's still getting pet, but she's also getting rewarded for all four on the floor. And then you can stop the feeding and let them pet her. And I always tell the person, yeah, absolutely, let me just get her ready. And then I tell them, if she does jump up, if you'll just remove your hands
Ignore her.
and ignore her. Okay. And then let
Usually
them kind of
with
do it.
kids, she'll flop on her back.
Yeah.
She's very gentle with kids.
Yeah.
She loves kids.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take her out
Yes.
that way. Which way?
Yes, and I'm making sure I kind of touched all these things. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we can go out this door. And here, I'll take the leash.
Okay.
She can be off leash.
Oh, could be off leash.
Yes. She's a good girl. Okay, and have you guys out here.
And now, are we doing these same things out here with Sage?
Um,
We can bring the camera if we get.
Oh, no,
Okay.
we'll
come
come
back
in.
We'll let Sage do her greeting.
Yes.
Out here.
They'll kind of figure themselves out here. I think it'll just be helpful, especially if she does have to go to the bathroom or something. So I'll, when I come through, I'll drop the leash. I'll be out here with her though, and then you just ignore her. Ignore, and I'll let you know when you can pet her and stuff. Am I good to grab Sage? Yeah. Okay. Hi, baby girl. Sit. Good. Door manners. Yes, door manners. Sage, sit. Free. Perfect. Come.
It's my sister and my mom.
Yeah.
Here. I'm so glad I wore a
hoodie.
with a pocket.
For your hands? Yeah, that's helpful.
Because I'm so tempted to just be like,
yeah.
I miss them so much.
I'm sure. I can't imagine how quiet it is without. Oh, and you were traveling too, huh?
Yeah, we were traveling, but then last night I was like, oh my gosh, my older dog loved it though. She was like, Mommy,
hey, she's doing great. So she's still probably at like a 5 or 6 right now.
Okay, so this is a 5 or 6.
I would
is
say.
What she does though. She doesn't whine and all as
so
much.
Then I would
just
walk away from her, yeah. Let me see what she does. Okay, good.
There have been times where I walk away and she's still like
yeah, when they do that,
that's like
find a room and shut the door.
Okay.
And
that's very excited for her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then again, it's very natural for us to be like, hold on, I know I'm home, I know, talking to them or whatever. Not everyone does it, but I have a tendency to talk a lot. So it can be a challenge, but it's important to kind of rewire, no, don't say anything to them, because it's still attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we mess up, and that's okay. But just try not to.
Yes, okay. Yeah, because the goal is a really good goal.
So then, let me grab her. She might have to potty, though.
Like,
it's nice when there's smells to distract from the excitement, too.
That is interesting, too. Sage is very smell-oriented, more than Dottie. And I've heard that you can do, I don't know about around here, but like smelling classes and stuff.
Yeah, like nose work and stuff.
I think she would.
Oh my gosh, she would love that.
She's really started more than, and it's funny because I've always thought, oh, all dogs are smell oriented. No, she's so much more. But, I mean, she can smell things like a cut under a Band-Aid that happened nowhere near, and she'll just, her nose will just be right there. Just things like that. And I'm like, I think she would enjoy that.
Yeah. We can talk about that more, too. I think it's a good outlet for her.
Yeah.
But remind me, what I want to do right now is basically...
We got to do the basics.
No, yeah. Is basically, I'm you and you're a person greeting. So, oh, you want to say hi to my dog? Okay. Sage, sit. Yes. And then, okay, go ahead and pet. Good job, Sagey.
Yes.
And just keeping it calm. Good. Did you say hi? Say hi, and you can pet her still, because she's probably right now at like a 4 or 3. 3 probably. Good job.
So good. She's so smart.
Very good. Yeah,
think
she's
Dottie's
eager to
not.
please.
Yes, Sage is more eager to please than Dottie.
Dottie is more alert to sound, I noticed. Good girl.
You mean Sage?
Sorry, yes, that's what I
Sage,
meant.
okay,
Sage.
I was gonna say she was like,
No,
she is.
she is more alert.
She's more
and she was more
observant.
distracted by the sounds, and like that would pull her away from the training.
That German Shepherd, like protecting.
Probably like a almost alertness watchdog type.
So we have a Great Pyrenees Anatolian mix at home who's our.
Is that the
livestock
senior?
dog.
Oh, outside?
And yeah, he's outside. And she's not a terrible barker or anything. She's what we call a woofer. And when he's barking or something, she's like woof.
Oh yeah, the little boofs.
She'll just look at us like, do I need to?
Yeah.
Should I? You know, so she.
That's very polite and appropriate.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah, she has an inside voice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's interesting. It's like, do I need to do something here?
I love that. And she's looking at you.
Yeah.
So
she'll look at us like.
Ooh, I'll use her to show the door manners.
Okay.
So, because she was a little worse than Dottie about wanting to rush the doors.
She is.
Yeah. So I would position her, and when you're practicing, like say you're in a training session, you have the treats on you, that's helpful.
Yeah.
If it's day-to-day life, you still want to practice it. So I'll show you both. Like I'll show you the training sessions type.
I can't even remember. I mean, we had a golden who he wouldn't walk through an interior door until we told him.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
We worked, but I have no memory of how we did that.
Yeah. So here's how you would train it: is I lured her to where she's away from the door. I didn't pull her or force her. I used the treat to lure her because I have the treats on me. So then I would ask her for a sit, and then she's in a sit. That's good. Hold on. Yeah. And the sit is great, but the main thing is
just so she doesn't rush it.
So you'll touch the knob. Yes. She didn't move. I touched the knob. Reward. Dottie, you're good too. This is what I have to do at my home. I have 2 dogs. And one is a senior, and he's just like, and I have all these training goals for the younger one, and I'm like, sit, and then I'm like, stay alive, and I give him a treat.
What I do with this.
You do? Yeah, it's so funny.
I give her a tiny little share every time I'm doing something with them. It's like, good girl.
Yeah, good job.
Good girl standing. Good
yes,
girl doing nothing.
I know. Anyway, so then I open it a 1/2 inch, shut it, yes.
Ooh.
And then, oop, she made a mistake. Good, she put herself back. So then I opened it a little too far that time. Yes. Okay. And then Dottie,
she's excited.
Sage.
So.
Yep, sit. Yes. Yes. And I'm marking with the yes as soon as so I'll open it a little and shut it and then mark and reward, so. Yes. Good. Good job. Open it a little more. Yes. And she's looking at me actually, so that's
she's
great.
Like, she's figuring out what she wants.
And Dottie's learning too. A little further. Yes. And then eventually, we'll see what she's able to do right now.
She just looked at me like, do you see this, Mom?
So then I'll go first. And then the final reward, I'm going to tell her, let's go. And then, let's go. Good job. Good job.
So for the camera.
Oh, no.
We were slowly touching the doorknob and then opening the door. And
I have a mic on.
Yes.
But at least,
Yes, you can hear it. But that's
well,
what's happening
let's.
Out there. No, it's okay. I got it.
But I'll also show you real quick.
Or you
if you don't have treats, let's go outside if she'll want to. Maybe. But let me see. No, she doesn't want to. She hears the music.
It was basically doing that though.
Here.
A little bit.
Let's go over to this one, which I think is on the camera. Sage. Okay, so I'll use this gate as an example.
She got up and tried to walk forward. You would close it and wait a second. Sit. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, let's do this. What are you doing?
Yep, that's Mom.
Good girl. All right.
She's prancing like, look at me. Now, Sage, I never saw you go over this in a video, so I want to see you go over
Oh my gosh, yeah, we will do that before we go. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, Sage. Wait, what's it showing? Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so if you don't have treats, because say you're in a hurry or you're not, it's day-to-day life, you're going in and out, you're going out, you place your body in between. They call it like spatial pressure.
Okay.
So you're using your body to kind of show like I'm in between the space, so that way if she starts to try and get up, I can put my body in between and just kind of block. So you know how sometimes when you put them in a sit and they start to get up, you step forward, they'll sit back down? Yeah. It's just like that. So you're using your body in between. Oop. Oh, I should do it with Dottie. Sorry, girl. So you're using your body like this. Wait for them to take a beat and like look at you versus the door. Then you can free them to go outside or inside or whatever it may be. If you want to practice at the back door.
Yeah, something Sage does it. She gets very excited. She wants to go outside and she reaches up and just
Oh, yeah.
practices.
So I would say for discipline, good habits, all that, every time they're about to go outside, you can work on it with the training session, but also use that technique of getting in between, making them take a beat, tell her to sit, slowly start to open. If she gets up, take a bit.
Do it even like first thing in the morning when she might
have to potty.
really potty.
Yeah. So yeah, I would still do it, but I would do it like you could even use. I would want something before she goes out. So like a sit.
At least stop.
Yes. Yeah. She can't be doing that and have the door open.
She doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe
Yep.
For that
Yep.
first.
But you definitely don't open it. Ask her for a sit. You know, that sort of thing. But the more you can practice it perfectly, the better.
Okay.
But what you don't want to do is reward by opening it when she's doing something you don't want.
Exactly.
Another thing. Oh, I'll talk about more loose leash stuff with her because she's a little more challenging on that. There we go. Stuff is.
How she's sniffing around so much better than
Yeah.
Dottie.
Sage. Yes. So that's always good to practice. Do that. Yep. Practice her name. Sage. Yes. If you can do that every day, you can do it with their meals, hand feed. That's perfect. Say their name. Yes, all that. We always recommend when people pick up from boarding and all that to train with their meals when you have time. Is there no water? Oh no, there is. A little bit. I guess they turned the music on. Does the music too loud? Or distracting?
Maybe distracting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn it down.
I honestly can't hear very well, so I can hear that it's playing, but
Yeah,
probably louder than I can.
yeah. I'm gonna turn it down real quick. I'm just gonna turn it down a tad.
Oh.
It's always louder in there than in here for some reason. Camilla. Okay. Okay.
How much they love you.
Yeah.
My heart now.
Oh, that's sweet.
That means they felt safe.
Yeah. And with Liv too, which I mentioned, Liv didn't get a chance to do as much with them. She was like, I met Dottie like once, and then I went out to the play yard and she freaked out when she saw me and was screaming. And I was like, are y'all gonna potty there? A lot of dogs potty here. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Sage. Sage. So right there, the distraction is higher than,
Higher value
yeah.
than what you are offering.
Or I haven't gotten her attention really. I could use the nose.
So that's where you would grab.
Woo! Sage! Yes! Yeah, the leash would be perfect. And then the nose too. Showing her that I have the food. Good. Look at you, Dottie.
She's a pleaser.
So same thing for loose leash. I'm just gonna warm her up a little more. Yes, with no reward, just because she can do it. Good. Good job.
She just gave Dottie that look like, no, my turn.
Funny crew. Yes. Good. Kind of warm her up. You Jojo cutie. Kind of get her outlet. Good. Yes. Good. So yeah, you'll start in the inside doing the loose leash. Yes, once they're perfect at it, inside. So that means they understand the leash stays loose. You can move to the backyard, get them perfect in the backyard with this exercise.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long do you think, so we could do inside, yard,
Good.
before we ever go to a park or anything?
Yeah, the front yard or whatever.
Really, really good, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Baby steps.
A lot of the challenges, like explaining to owners that it really is like you're not going far distance-wise whenever you're training the loose leash, but you're working out their brain, you're building up the skill, so they're getting an outlet that way, but they're not getting like the enrichment of like going to a park and sniffing. So sometimes we have like training walks, right, where we're practicing.
Or smelling walks, I've heard.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you can do a mixture, but you want to get really, really good. And I mentioned this for people who live in like apartments. You can't go training walk every time you go potty. So, but regardless, you get really, really good in your backyard. Then you move to your front yard. And then if you want to do neighborhood walks, then you could get 2 houses down, back and forth, exercise, loose leash, 3 houses down, loose leash, that sort of thing.
And then, like, would you start with the training part of the walk and then let them free for the smelling part of the walk?
Yep, that's usually what I do. And again, every dog is different, so it depends. But say, like, say that area, well, this is a sniffy area they like. We never want them to pull us there. So say she's pulling and the leash is tight. Every step I take in the direction she's pulling, she's rewarding herself. Yeah, because she's getting.
And then just do it until she's not.
Yep, turn around. You have 1 or 2 options: the turn around or the plant yourself and wait. She's a good girl. So you can turn around or plant yourself and wait. It's up to you. I prefer the turning around. It's just more of like a. It feels, yeah.
Yep.
And then, so I'll demonstrate. So say you want to give them a sniff break, and that's the area. So we'll do it. We'll let them. I have treats. Yes. Good. Of course, she's not pulling right now, but that's okay.
Still.
So we're about to let them sniff. I'm going to ask them to focus on me, say their name. Sage. Good. Sit. Good. Free. And then the reward is them sniffing. Free. Well, she wants the treat reward. But whatever it is.
She did, though.
Yeah. So that's usually what I like to do, is do some of when we're doing training walks, warm them up, do all that, get them at a place where they can still focus, and then free them to do what they want, like the little sniff. Or if you go to like a park or something, you can still, good girl, go for a walk without it being that exercise. I always like to say, like, before you go to a more distracting environment, get really good in a less distracting one. But say we're done with the training exercise free, you can follow them around on a loose leash, like let them do.
Make it a loose leash.
Yes.
They don't realize they're constraining.
Yeah, exactly. You're just following and keeping the slack.
But letting them have sniff time.
So I'm just like letting them sniff, letting them go where they want.
We live on a farm in our neighborhood. They get so much
Yeah.
sniff time and stimulation that we just haven't taken many
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
But our old dogs, they used to go everywhere.
Yeah, and that's also why it's kind of nuanced, is like, what are the goals for you all with them?
I
So,
would like them to be out doing things.
yes.
For their sake and mine. I just love dogs.
Yep.
I want to work with my dogs, and for one reason or
Let's go.
another,
Good.
like I've always wanted to have a dog I could use for therapy therapy work.
Yes.
And not that I'm a therapist, but for the dog to be a comfort dog.
Yeah.
And I always thought either one of them would do, probably Dottie a little more so.
She's a little more gentle.
Possibly a little more like, blow on my belly,
Yeah.
it'll make you feel better if you rub my belly.
Yeah.
Type thing. And I've had dogs that I could do that with, but for one reason or another, our golden, my kids were young, I didn't focus. The other German Shepherd one was the most soulful dog ever, and he would have been fabulous except around other dogs.
Yeah.
Because he was bit when he was young.
Yes.
And so
I see.
You know, so just I've always had something in me too. I'm like, okay, I've got to get them there and figure out
Doing
what they
stuff.
would want to do.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do stuff with both of them. Like maybe agility would say she's
Yes.
so, you probably didn't get to see it, she's so fast. And she can leap. I mean, she would jump so high.
Yeah.
And leap and run.
She has some confidence too. Like,
Yes.
ready? Come on, let's go. Go, go. Well, Sage. Ready? Let's go. Yay. The dogs love running up and down on this thingy.
See, and I love seeing her on video, but I never saw her.
Sagey, come on. She's way more inclined than Dottie is. Come on.
So I thought, yeah, like agility, smell stuff, just based on their personality.
Yes.
And Dottie, I just thought she would be so sweet.
She really is. And whenever we would train up in the retail space, at the end I would go to the receptionist, and I'd have Dottie sit, and I'd say, okay, free, and then she would go and like roll on her belly, and the receptionist would go. She really is quite affectionate.
Yeah, and not that Sage isn't, I mean, but she definitely has a little more energy and more interest in doing other things, which is why I thought she needs something to use her brain.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just sweet, but in a different way.
Yes, yeah.
And so that's why I thought she runs fast, she leaps, she would probably love agility.
I bet she would.
And the smell stuff, when I saw that you could do that,
Yeah.
it was like classes. I was like, it was a person I follow on TikTok who does it with her dog, and I just went, I didn't know that. She's so sniffy.
Yes.
I would say she's so sniffy.
Like
Much more than
scent
Dottie.
work, nose work. It's
Nose work.
really, yeah. There's classes for it. You could even start at home by getting like a little container,
Oh, put things on.
throw a
Yeah.
treat in it, and then have her eat out of it at a close distance, and then throw another. So the box is like the thing they have to find,
Okay.
and the treat
So
is
I
like
can do
the
my
thing
own
they're
scent
smelling. You can basically use the food as the scent
Okay.
and start with that. And it's a
so
fun
even,
little
like-
like hide and seek game.
Even stuff like that, like she's smelling me more than
Yeah.
she, you know, just noticing things about them, like what they maybe would like.
I think Sage struggled a little more with place. Sage. Yes, good girl. Here. Yay. Dottie is not as enthusiastic with the recall. She's just like, I'm like, so what? Here. Yay.
Dottie's more like,
Yeah.
say she's more like, yeah, do I really
Yes.
want to?
So we've been doing here to our side. Good. That way, if we ever need them to come to us, we have
We would
them
always go like
here.
this, but I like that. So
Yep.
it's like,
So that way we can grab the collar if we need to, if they're loose or
or they
something. Or,
think it's something.
yes.
Okay.
And you can do recall games like back and forth. If you have two people, here, back and forth. That's a
Dottie
fun
would probably
game.
do
Yeah. Yes. And then just saves that word here or come, whichever you choose.
For positive.
For, fun. Not for like, let's go inside or let's go to the crate or let's take a bath or whatever. Don't use the recall word for anything unless it's super fun and positive.
Yeah, we have specific words for like,
Yeah.
her crate is room.
Yes.
Room. She'll go right in there and just sit there.
And if you can't get them to you and you don't want to like spoil the word, you can always pop a leash on them or lure them
Yeah.
to what you need them to do versus like, come so I can do something you don't like. You know what I mean?
So when you said she was more resistant to places just because she's so busy?
I think so. Like, Sage, place, yes. I think she's just more like, what are we doing next? And she'll
Yeah.
kind of watch me and think I'm asking her to do something else. So I'll like hide my hands and stuff like that. Because she is attuned to the hand movements, which actually is a lot of agility is your body has to be so specific. Like, say you want her to go over there. Your feet have to be pointed over there. Like, That's
Yes.
the way they teach it in a way, is like the
That's
handler is facing the thing because they're really watching every little thing you do. And she does do that. So,
That is interesting.
good girl. Or like if you want her to go to something, a lot of people will be like, they'll be like, go there, but they'll look at their dog. They need to be looking at the thing so the dog can read what you're saying. Yeah.
So now I'm thinking like with horses. If
It's
you
probably
want
the same.
a horse to turn somewhere, they always tell the girls, to turn their head, part of their upper bodies. The horses can sense
Yeah,
it. So it's
same
all tying in.
thing.
Okay.
Good girl. But the reason she struggles a little more with place is because she's just like anticipating the next thing more.
She's just busier.
Yeah. Good. But
Where
she has a
Dottie's
higher
more,
drive.
You're going to give me a treat to sit on this cot? All right.
Yeah, she has a place. So I'll just remind her. And see how you step in and they step back.
So it's the implied state.
Good. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I just remind her. But she has more drive, I guess you would say.
Like
Free.
I said, she's just
There we
got
go.
a busier
Did you
mind. Dottie's a little more calm. Not
Yeah.
that Sage is crazy. She's actually more calm natured, but she wants to be doing things, which is
Yeah.
another reason I want to do stuff. with
Right.
her.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Look at that. Look at those
You're a
eyes.
good girl.
Look at those eyes.
Oh, Dottie.
good girl.
What you think? Sagey. They're so cute. Yes. So I'm going to look at this again so I don't,
Yeah, make sure, sorry.
we have like a little PDF about therapy dog stuff.
Okay.
That's not,
Not
but
that we need to be
So-
getting to that yet. I mean, I know everything starts with the basics.
Yeah.
Whatever we do,
But-
but if we're thinking ahead,
yeah.
brain work,
Yeah,
That'll work.
and certain things with like a little intro of getting them to pay attention to your movements for like agility.
okay.
Sage,
I
yes.
have a friend gave me like a little box course that I can start with
Perfect.
eventually.
Yeah, and just slowly introducing them to whatever equipment it is and building confidence. But we're gonna send an email
Okay.
with the notes from this session, like it's
Okay.
been
And I took a
summarizing.
Picture of the board.
Yes, and
I
I'm gonna
have
take a
the
picture too.
video.
And I'll have them include the PDF of
Yeah,
some
I
of
mean,
the
might as
therapy
well
dog
just to be
intro.
thinking ahead. And of course, as we go forward, like obviously she can do everything here if we're thinking therapy dog stuff with Canine Good Citizen. And She
Yes.
might have to go somewhere else, but I would want you guys
Right.
to tell me where to go.
Yep,
But just I know it gets exciting, but I know we have to start with the basics and all.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, this is perfect.
And you were going
It
out of
was a
town
little
anyway.
Overwhelming to think of two dogs who were a little older.
Yeah.
Me starting them, it just makes me so mad. I'm like, I had them both as puppies.
Oh, but I will say, like, you've done great work because I was like, oh, they already know. Like, sure, it took them a little longer to acclimate because it's so new,
Yeah.
but they had an advantage because they already knew sit, they already knew down.
Oh, yeah.
They have their leash skills are way better than a lot of the dogs I've worked with. Yeah, because when I'd turn the other way, they would turn too. A lot of dogs are like, no.
No, I want to get which, of course. They
Yeah.
can do.
Sage. I don't know what she's doing. Let me see if she'll come. Sage, here? Yes. I wonder if she actually does have to potty. I'm going to let them both out one more time.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
I haven't paid yet anything either, so.
Okay.
To go do that.
perfect.
You want me to go up there and take care of the business side and,
Yeah, that'll be, since there's two dogs, it's kind of a lot to juggle. We can do that. I'll get them hooked up and,
if someone can help me out, yeah, and I have my truck, which they never ride in, so they're gonna be like, what? So it'll
I'll
be
have
a little more tough.
I'll have some staff help. Let me do,
Okay, you just tell me what to do.
let's do this. Let me let them, we'll go out
Oh,
together.
and I got their stuff to get and all too.
Let me
yeah,
let them out to
so-
potty.
And the stuff that I need you guys with them.
Yes, so what I'll do is I'll let them out to potty once. We'll just go up with both of them and I'll have a staff member help me.
Okay.
And I'll get their little leashes.
Dottie, let's go.
Let's go outside. Just one more time, just in case. What's over there? Hey, Liv, can you hear me? Is there someone in? Hey, would you, if you're available, would you mind helping us get to the front with Sage and Dottie and all their belongings and check out and all that?
Absolutely. I will meet you in the staff room getting their stuff together now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being patient with me at first. I'm like, I had COVID in October.
Yeah.
And it just lingered. Then I had these back issues, like throughout my back right before I was going to London. Then I get there, and second day, I get this, and it gets worse. And
on vacation? Oh, man.
I still had a great time and stuff, but yeah. So it's just been, and then of course the medicines. And
oh my gosh.
Like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna grab their treat pouch for you. And let me stop this recording. Hey. Oh, perfect. We can take them out on that. You would not believe when Dottie came out. It's the calmest I've seen her. I'm like, what?
But let me tell you, she can get crazy.
Oh, yeah.
At home.
Yep.
Yes.
She sees the thing.
Well, yes, they do. It was so funny because that was the same. Every time she saw me or Nikki, she's like, hey,
Yeah.
I know you. Oh my God.
In their playgroup, having fun, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's funny. They are very people oriented, but they are also very dog oriented. They get so excited when the dog comes to play. I know Sage really loves to play. Really loves it. So Dottie's funny. When a new dog comes to play, sister-in-law, daughter, whatever. Sage immediately wants to play, like wrestle, play, run, whatever. And Dottie's so excited, she gets nervous. She parallel plays. She's like, "Oh, are we running? Okay, we're running." And they'll turn towards her, and she's like, "Oh, not really. I didn't really mean it." But then she'll do that for the longest time.
Here in my fire stores, I don't know if you got to see it, all of them, but I can show you like on the videos up there. There's this little curve in there, and there's like her running.
She would just walk
That thing back and forth, like. And I was like, I'm guessing
It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's kind of how we got over there first.
Do you know what she looks like?
So she's like, I can show you guys sometime too. She is primarily German short-haired pointer.
Okay.
So there were 10 puppies. I was telling Nikki there were 10 puppies that were dumped on the side of the road out by our farm. And I grabbed them all. I was with my daughter, and it was the craziest thing. Someone had dumped a toilet on the side of the road. And so my eye went to the toilet. It's 55 miles an hour out there. People usually go 60. So chances, somebody had put them in the bushes. And I was like, who dumped a toilet? And I just kind of, shut the car around. My daughter's like, what's going on? I said, flies. And puppies. And here's my daughter crawling around through to get them all. So what my vet thinks though is because there were 3 purebreds. She thinks it was a third breeder who had German short hair pointers, German long hair, or German wire hair pointers, Anatolian shepherds, and possibly some cattle dogs. It's there were some defects with the purebreds, so probably I think we just don't. And then the others were mixes, so they probably got mixed. But yeah, she's a dwarf. Her sister,
that makes more sense.
my best friend has her sister who's identical to. You cannot tell them apart like in pictures, except she's bigger than Sage. So she's the size of a German short hair pointer.
Because I was trying to think, what made her so short?
She's a little dwarf, which I love. I love that she's a little dwarf with her little Clydesdale legs.
You should have heard our guys. I was like, that sounds.
I was like, she's
and then Sage looks, you would be like, oh, German Shepherd mix. No, she is German Shepherd, but that's like less than, she's mostly Staffordshire. Am I saying that right? Staffordshire? Yeah, Staffordshire. And then the German Shepherd. And of course other things, like Dottie even has a little bit of Rottweiler. which I really, really love. And but yeah, I had to get them tested. Anyway,
You're all good.
yeah, they're super fun. I love them. I love my mixes.
I have a German Shepherd. He got big 3, so he's German Shepherd, Staffordshire, and then to me he was being legal, but everybody's like, oh, that's a nun.
You're
You got
like
2% of it, but sure.
in Sage, you don't really see the bully except certain angles, and then you're like, oh, okay, I kind of
That's
see
the
the.
like, well, I know she's German Shepherd. She.
Well, I mean, yeah, the coloring,
Yeah.
but from the side, she looks like, very sleek and all, but yeah, Dottie is my favorite. That is I mean, not my favorite between the two, but my favorite to say, she's German Shepherd. And people are like, oh, what?
But that hair makes perfect sense.
I'll show you guys sometimes the puppies when we got them the day. I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with 10 puppies? But we have a farm, so I have a barn. I put them in a stall, of course, a lot of worms and all. My daughter wants them in the house. I'm like, I have 10 puppies with worms. It was warm out. I'm like, stay in the barn until they put all the worms out. Yeah, it took a few days, and I wouldn't let them go until they were all cleared and healthy. But by that time, I was able to analyze each of their personalities. I was like, okay, this one's like this one's like this, and it took me a week and a half. I was like, here's what I just dumped them.
Oh, the cotton.
Oh, the cotton. Yes.
But, see what I'm doing here?
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I didn't even tell me anything, I just kind of.
she knows.
And it helps that they're on a leash.
Yes.
Size-wise, would you like 2 of those, or would you like 1 of those and then a slightly smaller one for that?
It said, didn't you say
The
they
text
only?
said 1, but I mean.
You would think that, I didn't know they were, but if they normally get,
If we get 1, you want to see the big one?
I would prefer.
Yeah,
We've got that big
let's
one
do that.
for you, for that way you can have
Yes.
the size
So that's
of
what
it.
Leila said in the chat.
Like that size is, I mean, is that bigger? Is that the bigger?
That one's like our big but thin, and that one's just
Yeah,
wider.
so
but they're
whichever size.
same.
Whatever you guys think. They can both.
And then I have your slip leads, in there as well, we've got a blue one, a green one for them.
Because they were both on earlier.
Yes,
So, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I was wondering, I was like, just that size or two?
We have
Okay.
our belongings.
I didn't do anything until, yeah, and then their food and all that, I saw that when we were in the morning. I just feel like you guys do.
And we did include the, medication jars, they're empty, but just so you have the bottle if you wanted it.
And I heard that Dottie's ears look a little funky, I was telling Nikki that she's starting to get that problem this last year. Yeah, oh, that's her, that is her.
So we always want to reinforce
And
it.
because she's bigger, you know.
So even if we're not doing like a training session, you can always just set her up to not go.
Do you ever do